Incredible, guys. This is the only place I want to be right now. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here. Once again, I'm your host, Christian Evanko, and welcome into our band show. 1 year anniversary, and we could not ask for a better group of gentlemen to be jamming with us this evening. Guys, for the first time tonight, let's welcome to the show, the Snorts. Hello, guys.
Hey, how's it going, Christian?
Thank you very much.
It's good. You know, it's been an amazing day working with you guys. It's been an absolute breeze, and we're so glad that the audience now gets to hear your incredible tunes.
Well, great. Well, it's been really fun, man. It's been chilling and relaxing and maxing. I think that goes as like all upside the school or something like that. How's that song go from from Fresh Prince? I think that's what it was. That's kind of what we did today. So really appreciate it. We're having a good time. Hi, everybody who's watching. Good to see y'all.
If you guys want to support the band, please drop some hearts in the chat. Show them some love. Any color of your choice.
Please.
We've been working really hard, and these guys have given it their all. And so we're just so thrilled to bring them to you. And for those of you who might not know the Snorts, you know, we are welcome to bands from all areas on this show. We typically have bands more local to us, but these guys, they drove quite a bit to get here. So fellas, you know, I'm sure, and I know most of your audience is well aware of your story and your music, but our audience, I want the Our Band Show audience to meet the Snorts. So let's get into it. You know, I read the bio, but I love hearing it directly from the band because you can always unearth some goodies or, you know, gut off the beaten path in a way that you wouldn't in like a written formal bio. So the Snorts, how long have you guys been active for? And let's unpack that story.
So how long have the Snorts been around, or how long have we been playing music?
However you want to take it. Now I'm intrigued.
Oh, man, dang. Well, Ryan and I have been playing music since Ryan was, what, 8 years old?
Small.
Yeah, small boy.
Guy. Small.
We're brothers for the internet watching out there who doesn't know. But the Snorts have been around not even a year, I would say. We released our first EP in November 2022, so I guess we're coming up on a year. So that's cool. But yeah, that's how long we've been around, and that's what we've been doing as the Snorts. But everybody in the band has been playing music for pretty much their whole life, I would say. Yeah.
Cool. So you guys have been gigging for quite some time.
You could say that. That's a way to phrase it, yeah.
I can tell. I could just hear how tight you guys are. The chemistry is unreal. You haven't missed a note all day. And let me just let the audience know it's no easy task performing on Our Band Show. They must have played the same song about 30 times. That's true. Over and over again. And every time it was flawless and somehow better than the last performance. It's amazing to be working with such professionals. And that's why we're just so enthusiastic here. It's a 1 year anniversary. This show had to hit a high bar. And we, of course, have a band in the studio that's more than capable to do that. So let's unpack your sound. You know, a band of brothers coming together, but of course good friends as well along the mix. Like how did you guys come together? And then let's talk about the sound.
Yeah, I mean, Ryan and I have been, just writing and basically I sent Ryan a bunch of crappy demos, and he is like, I don't know if that's it, dude. I'm not sure if that's it, or that's it. You should do more of that. So the Snorts was just another way to say, hey, I've got some songs here. What do you think? What do you think about this? And would you say, Ryan, it was like what was the reaction when I sent them to you?
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah, so that's what we're dealing with. And so him and I recorded that first EP, and then we started playing some shows with our littler brother, Nathan. What's up, Nathan, if you're watching? What's up, homie? Life happens, and then we needed a bass player, so we found Ian on Craigslist. So we don't know anything about him at all.
Still don't.
Yeah, we don't know. Not a lick about. I don't even know if his real name is Ian. No, but Ian responded, and we hit it off right from there. And he was just gung ho and joining the band. And then same. I saw Billy's cover band play. When was that?
May.
Yeah. So I saw his cover band play. They're a great cover band, America Offline. And I just happened to reach out to him on Instagram. And I was like, hey, I saw you guys play. We're looking for a lead guitar player. Like, you want to join the band? And then what'd you say, Billy?
That sounds freaking awesome.
There you go. And that's the history of the band, really.
Billy, I can tell you have a cover band. As someone who has a cover band, there's certain calling cards. Mm-hmm. Your guitar is really light. You understand that you'll be playing for hours.
Exactly. Yeah, I went for
And
the lightest
ow.
guitar.
That is fantastic. No, but it must be tough, though, to replace a brother. Ryan, as someone who is a drummer, I can really feel that you're just so in the pocket with your brother. But, what is that like to, find someone to replace someone that is literally family? And I know in bands you do become family. Ian seems to just be fitting the mold. I had no idea, actually, that there was, I don't know your last name, but a third brother in the mix who was once in the band. I mean, what is that like? That must be an interesting process.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't Billy that took him over. It was Ian that took him over. And he just kind of picked right up where Nathan had left off, which was kind of sick.
Yeah, Nathan's a great bass player.
Yeah, Nathan was great. And Nathan said, you know what? I'm going to do other things. And then Ian said, I can pick up what you put down.
That's true.
And that's what he did.
And Ian, both these guys, they kill it, and we have such a good time together. And it's just a bunch of music nerds, nerding out on music. I mean, one of the first times that so Ryan lives 2 hours away from us, and so sometimes we go out to practice in a live room. And me, Billy, and Ian, had a 4-hour drive together when the first time, kind of knew each other, but just nerded out for 4 hours. 2 hours one way, 2 hours the other way, and it was just. It's just easy, man. So it's a good chemistry.
You get to know someone on those drives like that, 4 hours talking about comic books, music, and all that kind of stuff.
For sure, yeah.
Nice. That's awesome. You guys definitely have a chemistry. It's pretty obvious, and I've been observing it all day. So let's talk about how this friendship translates into the songwriting process. I hear in your music, and guys, don't worry, there's going to be a ton of music from the Snorts this evening. We just, we like to indulge ourselves and have a little chatting before we really let the guys rock out. But I hear so many different elements of alternative and punk rock. I don't want to put any labels on it. I'd love for you guys to tell me, though, kind of what's your approach to writing a song and where do you draw these influences from?
The first two EPs was really, it's a collaboration between Ryan and I. Ryan, I was joking around earlier, but Ryan is an incredible producer. He's an incredible engineer. He mixed both records. He produced them both, and he's got a great ear for hearing what I want to go for, or hearing what everybody in the band is like, oh, we should maybe try that. Like just earlier today, Billy and I were riffing around on some sort of lead thing, and Ryan's producer hat comes on. He's like, you should try this, and I think what makes that work is every single one of us is okay with feedback, and that's super important. It's okay to go, yeah, you know what, that is a good idea. Let me try that, instead of getting, digging in and trying to, just trying to power through. It's important to try some things. So that's so the writing process is just like me coming up with an idea, showing it to the dudes. Ryan comes in with his producer hat and says, this works, this doesn't work, you suck, sing it better, whatever. And that's it.
True.
And it works great.
So I kind of want to go around now. That's clearly the foundation, right? Aaron, you're bringing the root of the song to your guys, and you all explore it together. Do you chisel it out together? You bring the skeleton, and then you guys sort of dress it up and bring it to life?
Essentially, I think we have another EP that we're just started writing. I know we just released the Dork Factor in August, but we just started writing this next one, and that one I'm really excited to hear what Billy and Ian can come up with from a really early stage. When they joined, it was like, hey, we have these songs that are pretty baked in, but there's some room to improve upon them for sure. They've done a great job with it, and I'm excited to see what the next EP is going to bring, because they're incredible musicians. So
Yeah,
and then,
so
Ryan can tell us, that we're off base on all of it.
Well, I do want to ask everyone sort of about what they bring to the writing process. So let's jump to Ryan. As a producer myself and a songwriter myself, I find it sometimes difficult to wear both hats. What is your approach to, the songwriting process for the Snorts, wearing both of those same hats?
Yeah, so being the drummer, it does make it a little easier, because if I can't drum to something, I'm immediately tell Aaron, hey, this is trash. Because Aaron does have a unique taste on it. Aaron writes more melodically toward whatever lyric he's trying to say, which sometimes doesn't fit a 4/4 standard punk rock song.
Yeah, that's true.
So I got to kind of help chisel that back in or help morph it. But it really is two different hats where when it's in songwriting mode, also in songwriting mode, helping throw in whatever kind of guitar lick or harmony, drumming to it to help start to bring the song to life. And then when it's time to sit down and record, that's when all the details come out. And it's like, all right, you know what? This is garbage. Or what if we threw in this last minute thing here? Or there's a specific song where at the last second, I had an idea for a riff that was really going to bring the song home. And we're going to sit down and we're going to hang out together until you get it right. Yep. And it's fun. And if it's not fun to you, you're going to sit there and wait until it is fun.
And you know what he said to me? So you think you might have been there. You weren't in the picture yet, but
I think so.
But Ian might have been there, and it was a riff in Heart Attack, and Ryan was like, "This is how it's got to be. We got to play it this way," and I was like, "Okay." And so I went to play it, and I was like, "Dude, I got to sing and play this." And he looked at me without hesitation, he just goes, "Just be better at guitar, dude." And I was like, "All right."
What are friends for if not to make you better?
Yeah, but I mean, and you hear that, and you go, "Yeah, damn, ouch." But then you go, "He's right." He's right. You need just to step it up and learn the part because it fits the song and it's supposed to be there. That this is, soon as it was there, it made sense. Couldn't imagine it without it. So it's like, okay, get in the room and practice it and make sure you got it down. And that's kind of the process. It sounds harsh. It sounds cold, but that works for us. I don't know. I mean, Ian, you were observant. I don't know if you noticed any of that or if we're off base, but
no, I think when you guys were writing, Dork Factor, finishing it up, I definitely thought that you guys had a collaborative, like, back and forth, but since they're brothers, they can kind of just be like, hey, that sucks, I don't like that, or shut up, I'm doing that anyways, kind of thing. But it came out very well, and it was like, to join the band and see that experience right as, the first week I was, hanging out with you guys, it kind of really helped me kind of understand what you guys were all about.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
No, totally. And sometimes it's harsh, but as a solo artist, I am a bit envious. I do wish I had someone to push me to be the best I can be, even if it's something I don't want to hear. Hey, I know you can sing that take better, even though you've done it 30 times. Hit it again. Hit it one more time. It's beautiful, and I can definitely feel that passion come to life, especially when I listen to the live performance, which we will get to in a few minutes here. But, Billy, I mean, you are obviously an absolute incredible guitar player, and I'm sort of curious your approach to the songwriting process. It seems like you put that final layer of polish as I'm listening to your leads throughout the course of the day, but tell me, what's your approach to writing your leads here in the Snorts?
Okay, yeah, I mean, again, I'm still pretty new to the band. I just joined in August, I want to say.
Yeah.
So a lot of it, for the songs that we're going to be playing, I do have to give it up to these guys. They definitely gave me a little bit of room to experiment, put my own little flair on it. But a lot of the riffs were already kind of there, but it is a good guiding force for moving forward to write these new songs. Kind of know what they're going for and what they like to hear in a riff in these songs or a lick. But yeah, I'm excited to keep moving forward and start writing these new songs with these guys and really see what I can add to the equation.
Absolutely, and I can't wait either. I mean, I absolutely love your discography. I've been jamming it all week, to prepare, but also just kept putting it on, kept pulling for it just because I was enjoying it so much. So I can only imagine what the new tunes will be like. The chat has a few questions, and we do have a few more minutes here in this first interview segment. Yeah. We have 610 Duggan, or Dugan. He wants to know, where did the name The Snorts come from? And I think that's a great question.
That is a great question. Thanks a lot, 610. What was it? What was the name?
610 Duggan.
610 Duggan. Yeah, thanks a lot, man. So originally I wanted to call the band the Sniffs because I really like the team kind of name, the Vaccines, the Ramones, the whatever, right? And so I was like, the Sniffs, that'd be a really cool band name. And there was a band in Australia called Sniffs, and I was like, shoot. And then Ryan happened to chime in and go, what about the Snorts? And I was like, yes, absolutely, that's what we want. I did find there's another band in Australia called the Shorts, and I messaged them on Instagram, and they were really excited. They were like, think of the merch possibilities, the Snorts, the Shorts. And I was like, yeah. Although sometimes when we wear some of our merch just kind of around town because we're that nerdy, I did have a guy when I was going to go pick up takeout just be like, Snorts, is that a drug reference or a band reference? And I was like, yeah, man, I'm just going to pick my food up. It's a band reference. But so that's where it came from. It was just the idea of wanting to have this team thing and build like a a team atmosphere. So something you can rally around.
Awesome. And we have so many more questions the chat wants to know, which we will get to in the second interview, because I think it'd be remiss of us to not let you guys rock out anymore.
Sweet.
But just to sort of do that whole, plant the seed out there. The chat wants to know where the band's going to be 1, 3, 5 years from now into the future. And also they want to know, and I actually want to know too, you can learn a lot about people through their food. And the chat would like to know how each of you prepare your ideal grilled cheese. So there's a lot to come, guys. Do not go anywhere. Our band show is just getting started. This is the 1-year anniversary episode. For all of you who are just joining us, please like, comment, subscribe, and share this channel with a friend. A lot of hard work goes into this. It's a completely volunteer crew. We have amazing individuals, both on camera and behind it, all of whom will be shouted out later. It's a passion project, and it's so incredible to have 30 plus of you here joining us. When we started this thing a year ago, we had no idea. We had no idea that this would be a potential outcome. We just wanted to make art with our friends and bring it to the world. And that's exactly what you guys are allowing us to do. So thank you for being here. We greatly appreciate it. And gentlemen, I think it's time to rock out.
I think so.
Take it away, fellas.
All right.